So when last we left our intrepid heroes, you had managed to destroy part of the art museum, murder at least two people.
Library.
Oh yes, the library, not the art museum. The library. Murder at least two people. You had managed to make a few friends that had various powers, and then retire back to Finley's well-appointed apartments for the evening.
Opulent villa.
Yeah, opulent villa. Like a super villain, Jesus Christ. To reflect on your activities. So, I know the initial plan involved breaking into dear old daddy's offices and his building and facilities. And is that still the plan?
I'd say so, since he tomfooled us with Holo. It wasn't even really him.
All right. It's fantastic.
Is Holo still alive, or is he one of the ones that died?
No, he literally, he was at the party, and then he disappeared from our line of sight.
Oh yeah, so it's just Bug Girl and Birdman.
Yeah.
Our kill count's getting nice.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a Rob Liefeld comic now.
Just hold on one second. I've got to send someone a a secret message.
Mm-hmm. That's the same thing as sneaky.
Totally, Stick. I love that idea. Let's do it.
I just don't feel like that message was for you.
How do you know he didn't send more than one?
That would be a very Stick thing to do.
I mean, right?
All right. Back to planning. Now that some people have sent me some aspirations.
Did you need my aspirations? I don't think I've ever given you aspirations.
I don't think you have either.
Yeah.
I aspire to stay alive.
Right.
Why do I have 49 experience? No, that's going to be wrong.
That can't be right. 49 experience.
We have 4 experience.
Dig, he's cheating.
Probably. These things happen. All right. So, it's the next morning. Who's doing what? What's the plan? If you're still going to break in? There is a knock at the door early in the morning, and Mr. Lookalike shows back up.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Good old James.
Mm.
He looks disheveled, ruffled, if you will, still wearing his tux from last night.
I forgot he was even there.
Fantastic. Millhouse. Yeah, you got contact numbers for a couple of people. What are y'all? What's your plan? Is it to move forward today with the infiltration and assault of perhaps some corporate espionage?
I mean, we didn't learn anything new at the party other than all the people, right? Like just meeting those people. We didn't learn anything else about Finley's dad, right?
And impressing them so that we can persuade them to join our group.
So you've got at least. Let me check my notes. Let's
one
see.
person on our side with
You've got
Benny's
Heather. Jason was very. Hazan, you don't know? Because that was just a weird conversation that Sage had with him.
Yeah. Almost flirty, almost not. Don't really know what happened there.
I had the guy with the boots.
Yeah.
I cannot remember his name now.
Yeah.
That can also
Franklin Drake, I believe. Pixie. Al, was that you?
No, that was me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. She seemed less engaged in doing something that this was not for her own financial benefit. So at least 3 you know of that are interested.
I would call the suit guy and potentially have an idea of, well, before I do that, I want to talk to, when everybody's up, if we're going to go into break into Fort Knox or whatever, Dad Central, whatever we want to call it.
Khazad Doom.
Thank you for that reference. Thank you.
Talk to everybody about that before I make any other plans with that guy before I give him a call.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, Al's up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So you're infiltrating now?
Well, probably tonight.
Tonight? Okay. Okay.
Cover of darkness.
Did anybody else, notice that my dad has powers?
I don't think your dad had powers, dear. That seemed to be a hallucination. Let's get that right. Holo was definitely involved there.
Are we sure though? Because I ran into him and he felt solid.
I must beg to differ there, say. I think it's time to let you all know something.
All right, lay it on us.
1, Finley's father most definitely has powers. 2, he is quite powerful. And 3, we might both work for the same people.
What?
Go on.
Yep.
You see, I originally came here. Of course, I can't deny that my interests are more than academic.
Yeah, we knew that. You were sketchy.
Well, thank you very much. You seem perfectly squeaky clean, though. Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. No. There is shorthand. Let's call them the Illuminati for now.
Okay.
There's a group of interested, powerful people. They don't know. As far as I know, they don't know what caused the incident. They are, however, trying to, in a way, control some of the fallout from the incident. And as such, I have been sent here to watch and see and provide them with information.
I'm trying to scroll back to some information Stick sent me forever ago.
So you're with, is it an international group where you based out of? Who is pulling the strings?
I can't tell you. I don't know. I can only tell you who my contact is.
And the whole thing is just to discover more about the incidents?
Yes, that has been my job thus far, is to discover more about the incident, and if I find people that might be dangerous, I am to report and have them removed.
Removed? I'm sorry, removed by who? And who are you?
Good question.
Inside?
Well, I think that you've already decided to remove somebody.
Did we?
It does seem like the plan is at least knocking your father off of his high horse, and I have to caution against approaching him directly.
We did remove 2 people from the board last night.
That's true.
So I assume this group has a tier-like system. What tier are you, and what tier is my father?
And is the group called Munin?
I would assume that your father is higher in tier than I am. As far as I know, I am just supposed to be an informant using my particular cover, which is just my history as an academic, as an anthropologist. It's my nature to look for information. And no, it's not Munin.
Does he have a suspicion or know that you're part of said organization?
He does.
You've spoken to him?
Well, we were within a few feet of one another last night, and I threatened him. I was slightly worried for Finley Jr., and I wanted to make sure that he knew who was watching.
And you think he cares about whatever group you're a part of, finding out he's doing sketchy shit?
I think he does care. With the look he gave me when I threatened him, I think he cares very much.
But we've already found proof that he knows more about the incident than at least the rest of the world knows. Did you know about the whole man crashing in, or figure crashing into the International Space Station? Or is he hiding that information from your group? Because that seems like it would be some delicate information that he wouldn't want out.
Exactly. I believe that he is hiding this information from everyone.
Then if we get more information against him, I don't know how I feel about using your own group that wants to take people out, because you could have easily fucked any of us over, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you should feel positively that I didn't think that any one of you were a threat.
Don't think that makes me feel a little positive, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah. Just to clarify for future reference, who should we be a threat to before you feel the need to do something?
I'm sorry, what was that? Or is that
Who would I feel that you are a threat to before I feel the need to do something? The general public.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any plans at the moment to hurt anyone in the general public.
Yeah.
He
So were
says,
you the
while
one that
drinking a Bloody
called?
Mary.
Were you the one that called on Armadillo Man?
I actually don't know Armadillo Man.
You were here for that.
No, I was there. I spoke to him, but we're not peers, I can say.
I didn't know if the quote unquote FBI that came and took him away had been part of your group or not.
Well, I think that a lot of things might be part of my group, but not directly.
Seems your group doesn't really have their shit together.
That seems like a strong assumption.
Seems like the right one to me.
So,
I think that Senior's afraid of them and you shouldn't be?
So, you and my father both answer to this group. We'll just call it just evil. Do you potentially answer to the same people, or do you even know? You said he looked scared, or he had a look over him when you threatened him. How confident are you in that assessment?
Fairly confident.
Do you happen to know what type of powers my father has?
Not providing any specifics, my contact believes that he might be the most powerful super that we know of.
Of course he
You gotta be
is.
fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
Of course.
but we don't know actually what he does.
Well, I know he's strong because I bumped into him and he's almost sent me flying off.
But then he just turned into one of the holograms? That's what I'm not understanding. He just dissipated. Unless that wasn't him, and he can just dissipate. Which, in its own right, is terrifying.
Well, he's been disappearing from my life for quite some time, so I guess it's just fitting.
Yikes. So, more of the story is
All
we
I'm
need
saying-
to...
All I'm saying is that I know that part of the plan was for Finley to confront his father directly, and I do not know if that is the smart play.
I mean, we just can gather information on him. We were planning to break in anyway.
Yeah, how's that plan looking now? Especially, we know he has used contacts from said committee because apparently he sent them to attack us, and I assume the people that we just ended are also part of said group. So I'm pretty sure you're probably not looking good, or you're looking to get a pay raise because of.
No, they Vulture and the crazy lady, the miner that Hank murdered. No, they didn't work for us. But I do say all this in the hope that it might also inspire some others of us to share.
To share.
Share. What are we sharing?
Right
here?
now, we are operating under some assumptions that Sage has given us. None of us, other than Sage, has seen the video.
I mean, we can have a little sit down if you'd like.
I would like.
Need to run back to my apartment and get that.
Would you?
Sure, since we're all going to be buddy-buddy, but
No. Would you need to run back to your apartment to get that?
Well, yes, I only kept it as a hard drive.
And you're not keeping it on your person?
I kept it locked away.
You don't walk around with the evidence on you.
Exactly. That's how you lose it or get pickpocketed. And
Hey, you leave it on a
But you
file
also don't
folder
keep-
sitting on your desk called evidence.
But if my father is the most powerful super that we potentially might know of, and he has enough money and resources ever.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do we know what he can actually do other than like punch hard?
No.
I believe that what was accomplished was not accomplished under the influence of Holo.
Terrifying prospect.
He may be powerful, but there's lift 100 tons powerful, and there's mind control people at a distance powerful. You know what I mean? I'm a lot more scared of one than the other.
When I bumped into him, he was definitely solid, so I'm going to say something along the lines of strength-based, but also maybe something that he can, I don't know, disperse his being. Like I don't know.
I'm a little confused here. Let me ask a question of the group. Why are we going after this guy? I mean, I got sent to work with the police, and this guy turns out to be some kind of, I don't know, criminal mastermind, something. And so we go after him. But I mean, why are we doing it? It seems like maybe somebody's really tough. You don't want to get too dirty. So maybe you work something out with him.
Oh, no,
I'm just saying.
Dick.
So like,
If this group, hey, I worked with a lot of people that I don't like, but you do what you do. until you find yourself in a position where you can do something different. But if this group that Al works for, they say this guy is the most powerful guy around, maybe they're a little scared of him.
Yeah, but Benny, what happens when you piss off the most powerful guy in town and he wants you dead?
Yeah,
We've already
well,
done that.
I kind of think if I break into his place and spy on him, that's going to piss him off. So maybe I
I think
don't
he's
try to do
already
that.
pissed off.
What if you break into his place and cut his head off?
If you think we can do that, is one thing. I'm just saying, there's no shame in backing up and kind of making a new plan.
I will say that I believe that my associates are simply waiting on actionable information. Up to this point, they have not had access to any information that would, in their eyes, incriminate him. However, if we can provide them with that information, we might have some leverage.
So we just need to get him the videos.
That's what I hope.
Do you think that he potentially might hold some more evidence in his offices? Or
If nothing else, he's doing something in there that has been requiring lots of machinery to be carried in. And I would like to know what that is, one way or the other. If we can get in and out without him even knowing, which, is incredibly unlikely given our track record of disaster. But I would still feel better knowing.
So let's
Just
just go
remember,
get
we
the
don't know
proof.
what he can do. So maybe what he can do is know what's going on.
So we just let him keep doing what he needs to do? That doesn't seem right.
Ah,
I think
that's
that
all how
he's
you
as
look at it.
powerful as Brad suggests. So if he could control minds even from a distance, he would have done that and taken us out. I think if he was all-knowing, he would have also changed some things that he's done in the past. I don't think he's that powerful.
but what if he's just holding off on his powers because he's still hoping that I, for some strange reason, might turn to his side? And he's
Well,
just
is he
been
doing
Are we talking about
anything
the
at all?
same man?
Yeah. Finley, has he even done anything to try to get you on his side other than be a jerk to you?
been kind of ignoring him this entire time. I haven't answered a lot of his phone calls, and only thing that's been really going on is, he's kind of asked me to lay low. He's kind of asked me to not really, I guess, not join him, but at least see his side of things. But even then, it's just.
I mean,
I
Finley, could
think-
you pretend play nice to see what side he wants you to see? And then just dip when you get whatever info? I still have those cameras I can hook you up with.
Yeah, but after last night, me coming in with my tail tucked between my legs, wouldn't that look suspicious?
I mean, you can just roll up to him and be like, "So you've got powers? Yeah, you've been shit talking on mine." It kind of gives you a nice opening.
Yeah. Tell him that you've sprouted wings, and that's caused you to reconsider things.
While we break in and steal his info. Double information gathering. You keep him distracted, and then you can give us some kind of warning signal to get the fuck out when things go wrong.
So the sacrificial lamb. Gotcha.
Hey, Al.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to hand you a piece of paper that's got a phone number written on it. Does this phone number look familiar to you? And did we lose Stick?
No. Sorry.
He's probably reading messages.
There's so much happening right now.
He's like having a tab.
He's
No.
like a chameleon. He's got both eyes going
does
different
not.
directions.
No, you do not recognize the number.
By the way, out of character, can I make a request to the group?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the future, can we all agree to never have character names which are the same or similar to any of our real names? Because every time someone says something to Aloysius, I go, huh?
That's fair.
Well, Miss
Now I'm
Sage, why
planning all
don't
my future characters.
why don't you and me go to your place and pick up this computer thing that you got and bring it back here,
Yeah, we can do that.
and then we'll do whatever. I'm with you guys. Whatever you decide to do, I'm all right with it. But just saying, keep all your options.
I guess the sentiment of, the enemy of my enemy is an ally, so maybe
And
there is actually a worse thing out there. Do you know anything about that, Aloysius? Is there
There's
a
some group
greater?
named Munin that's really bad.
Are you making an enemy I know argument?
I don't know, because we don't know anything at this point, and if my father is, what he's trying to do, I don't know what he is trying to do or what he is expecting to happen, but if there is something more evil out there, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to at least, try to get some insider info on what he might do for, side with him for a bit, like, Benny said, and, try to come up with a better plan. It is an option, but I'm not 100% sold on working with my father.
I would say that I don't believe that the organization I work for is evil. I wouldn't also say that they are good.
So they're ambivalent. I can deal with that.
But does your organization know of like any? You said there's Vulture and this girl were part of a different group. Do y'all know anything about that different group? And if they're all just evil, or are they very similar to your
Which different
organization?
group?
Where it's
I think that he's referring to Vulture and his ilk, and I think that they worked directly for your father.
From what I know, there's another group out there that is not on the side of good, and they're named Munin. I don't know anything about them, but I know they're out there, and I know their name. That's all I got. I'm pretty sure it has to do with Finley's dad, or at least the people that work for Finley's dad.
Wait a minute. So you think Munin is definitely evil, but aren't you a cyber terrorist or something?
Only against the rich. I don't fuck with the little people. That ain't my business.
Mm.
We
So
don't we don't stand corporations here.
So we have a fluid definition of good and evil.
It's all about
Look.
punching up.
Yes. Punch up, not down. He's punching down. We're punching up. It balances.
Sage. Everyone in the room. You work for Munin.
What?
okay, what?
You all work with or for Munin already. It's not what you think.
Then what is it?
I am Munin.
What?
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 Brad, Brad, are you okay right now?
Did you get hit in the head a little hard?
Okay. Expand on this, dear.
Where do you think the superhero grade ecstasy comes from?
There's super grade ecstasy.
I say, have I been taking superhero grade ecstasy? I thought I'd just been taking superhero grade martinis.
No.
Well, you've been taking it indirectly.
The organization that Al is speaking of is associated with Munin. It's who's been funding me and helping. Munen's not an evil organization. We're literally just trying to make sure that anyone who is like us doesn't lose their shit and go ubermensch and try to take over the world. We're using what limited resources we have to make sure that the strong guys like Finley Sr. don't use their superpowers to become the fucking world emperor.
Millhouse, I'll take a double scotch. Hold the ice,
Thanks.
please.
Me
Same.
as well.
Millhouse, just the bottle, please.
Yeah.
Just
A couple of bottles.
forget the glasses.
This reminds me of that time
You
in
have
the
a cap?
Adriatic, sir, when I stabbed a man in the neck with an ice pick.
Is there a barrel with a tap? Just put me under it.
Okay, let me get this straight. Aloysius, you work for the same type of organization that my father does. Sage, you have information of what happened with the International Space Station, and you believe my father has some more evidence behind it, or potentially knows who is behind it.
Oh, I'm certain. I got the information from
And
his company.
Hank, you are Munin?
Yes.
Is that an acronym? Is that just your name? How do you spell
Just.
it?
Benny stands up. Well, I suppose it's time we all put our cards on the table. Nah, I'm kidding. I just.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna die. I would let you go with it too, Luke. 100%. You had me going. Oh my god.
The storyteller. That's pretty good.
Just let you go.
Oh,
Oh Jesus. Hold on. I need to drink water before I die. 1 second.
I mean, if that is Munen's actual message, is to make sure nobody becomes an evil dictator, I'm down with that. So they're
where
also
did
against.
you get this information that you believe that Munin was an evil organization?
Probably the fact that
That's a great
one of the
question.
ways we make money is through peddling like drugs, especially to superheroes or
I've been doing that for
superpowered
50
individuals.
years.
Yeah,
Out
exactly.
of character, I don't remember. I just remember getting information from Stick like 3 months ago that had the name Munin on it, and for whatever reason, I thought they were evil. I thought it had to do with Birdman. So, out of character, I've got no fucking idea. I don't remember where I got that information from.
Yeah,
I don't remember ever
Stick, if
hearing
you remember,
Munin
that'd be
before
great.
tonight.
But yeah, that's all I got.
it's just
So,
one of the
I-
ravens of Odin. That's it's memory or mind. So that's where I got the name, because it's an organization trying to build up as much as they can about all of the superpowered individuals.
So are you the leader of this organization or just a member that?
I run this New York area.
Mhm. We really need to work on our communication.
Someone needs to go to
I
couple
realize-
therapy.
I realize I've been trying to figure out how to talk to you about it in between, you running the new hero branch of the police department.
Hey, honey.
Oh, yeah, come
I'm
on.
part
It
of a
should have been
secret-
obvious after the first week because that was going to be a fucking disaster.
Okay, so this is all right. Do we just need to have a sit down with everything and just figure this out, or can you find more context about how we should handle this situation? I'm just going to sit here and drink because this is way above
Vinny-
my pay grade.
Of the
Vinny, let's go
Austrian
get the
I had
flash
to turn
drives.
over to the communists.
Yeah, let's do that.
Millhouse,
So I guess-
do you have superpowers
Well,
while
no.
everyone else is dropping truth bombs? Like, are you?
Oh, sir, my superpowers are merely experience in old age.
No, sir, but I am actually the Queen of England. He rips his mask off.
Elizabeth.
You're alive.
Oh,
Well, back
Oh,
then, yeah.
Millhouse, don't even go there. You can take in you've got a liver on you that won't quit with all the drugs you've taken.
I've had several livers on me, sir.
So I guess
God.
Vinny and I will head to my apartment.
All right. So, wow, that was a revelatory 30 minutes.
This is.
It feels so good for the payoff. So, all right, you'll go get the your files. Which video you're getting? Which video you grabbing?
All of them.
Okay, all right. Which ones? All of them.
The one of the figure crashing into the space station.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
The one of the body in the morgue.
Okay, all right.
Hold on, give me a minute to think. There was another one.
Does no one
Just
take
lesbian
notes?
porn collection?
I look there. I've got a scroll. We type a lot. It's in my Discord. Give me.
While she's doing that, I'm actually going to go grab me a real beer. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, let me turn the page back on this notebook and see if I can find it. I'm kidding. I don't take notes.
All right. So you two are retrieving that. Do you have any kind of discussion on the way? Are you driving? Are you walking? Are you taking cab? Okay.
Not the first one or two that are outside. We're gonna walk down a block or so and get one.
Yeah. Because I imagine Sage does not live in the same area as Finley.
No.
No.
Definitely.
No.
Hey,
The
I've
same
got good
world,
money,
isn't
but
it?
I'm not living there.
No, sweetie. You think you have good money. You don't have Finley money.
I don't have Finley money.
You don't have Finley senior money.
She lives in Queens.
All right. So you're gonna take a cab. Do the two of you want to go talk amongst yourselves about the current revelatory experiences you've had and the amount of alcohol that you need? Does any of this come as a shock?
I'm going to take Hank by the arm and lead him into a bedroom while carrying a bottle of gin with me.
So typical Thursday night.
Yes, dear. So forceful here.
Ah.
I think Sage is just talking about it like, that was a lot. I think we're roped into a bit more than we planned, didn't we, bud?
It's not what I thought it was gonna be. You know, I'm conflicted about things, but I go where I'm a soldier. I go where they tell me.
I mean, we're committed at this point. Might as well see it through because they already know our names, so I think we're fucked either way.
I'll be making the phone call that I want to make to the suit guy because he gave me his card.
Okay.
So I will call him now.
Did he give you the card of the person who made him the suit or his own personal card? I think it was his own personal card.
I don't.
Or maybe both. Do you want to call him or do you want to call the company that makes the suits?
He gave me both, so I will call the company that made the suits.
Okay. Someone answers the phone. It sounds like a younger lady. How may I help you? Hello. This is I didn't come up with the name of these people. These are super suits. Why not? The most super suits ever. What can we do for you?
Yes, I was given your card from a Franklin Drake, and
Oh.
he turned me on to your services. Wondering
Yes.
How customizable are your suits, and how quickly could we get one?
Well, all of our suits are bespoke, made to order. They all require at least 2 fittings. Most we can accommodate most powers, abilities, environmental situations, as long as it's nothing too extreme. We had one gentleman ask about low orbit insertion, and that we had to turn him
Ooh.
away. But yes, we've got many options. Like I said, we require a minimum of 2 fittings. Production time is anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months, depending on what options you choose and what our current outlook and schedule is.
What if I was to pay for a rush order?
There's a pause. We generally don't do rush orders, sir. Bespoke means bespoke. We have a reputation and quality to uphold.
Well, of course, but I was wondering if I could potentially, if it was possible to jump in line to get one done um, more quickly than I assume this is all by whoever placed the order and be put on a list, and then once it gets to that person, would take some time. Um, just curious, is all I'm asking.
I would have to check with our tailors. I believe the absolute minimum, if we dropped everything and price were no option, would be approximately 6 weeks. But generally, I feel like that would be prohibitive for most individuals' budgets.
Understandable. I will call you later about a time to meet up. I will give them my phone number, and like once you have some availability for some fittings, I will be there as quickly as I can.
They take your information. Um, and they thank you, and they say they'll look forward to your call.
All right. So that's done.
Stick and Sage, if you would join me in private chat for a minute, please.
Okay. Or do we want to make everyone else go to private chat so we can record this?
No.
Yeah, because we've got to record. We've got. Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me one
Okay.
sec.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
I'm nervous. R.I.P. to y'all if I die.
I think Benny's about to turn on us all.
Just kidding about the kill Sage.
I think Benny was not faking with the accent. He probably is about to show his true form.
I don't know if I can take another plot twist tonight.
Oh, what a twist!
Sage, did you die?
Sage did not die. She did lose 4 limbs.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
first time I saw Roger Maris at bat, it was amazing. We say as we come back into the permit.
Sage is eating one of the egg rolls from the really good egg roll place, naturally.
Absolutely.
Everyone loves the good egg roll place.
Had
I
to
love
make
the good egg roll
side joke.
place. So I've got
Okay.
the videos. Let's pop them in.
All right.
Actually, I hate to do this, but me and Hank, or Brad and Hank, also need to step
Yes.
into the other room for a minute.
Okay. Do you need me?
Probably yes.
Okay. All right. This is fantastic. Hey, Alan Finn, you left. All right.
We must canoodle.
Canoodling. So much canoodling. It's okay.
Is that
Benny
like
and I
you-
just went out and committed a bunch of war crimes. That's all that happened.
Mhm. It's only war crimes if you get caught.
And Sage and Benny will not get caught.
Yeah,
Sage
well,
has the Sage has the brains.
with our
Benny has the
plan.
bronze. Exactly. Dynamic duo you never expected.
Why is it always
So-
you and an older man?
Oh, honey, I don't mean to get your hopes up, but it'll never work. You're not rich enough for me.
Finley, that means you.
That was wild. All right. So, does anyone else want to have a brief sidebar?
What's happening there?
Do we come in to see Aloysius and Finley making out, or what?
Al, Ben, do you want to have a sidebar? Do you want to have a sidebar with Millhouse?
Are you trying to push a sidebar with Millhouse?
I am not. I am just. Everyone else has
threesome.
had an opportunity, so I am providing you an opportunity.
Has Millhouse come up to me?
All right, now for the big
pay.
I actually work for Millhouse.
Millhouse is the true mastermind behind all this.
And I would be okay with that.
No, right? No, I just want to make sure you have the same opportunities as everyone else to take sketchy, suspicious actions.
Relieve my wife afterwards.
When I go, I'm not donating my body to science. I'm going to have it ground up and turned into dice. If each of you,
Nice.
after I'm gone, get some kind of, small dodecahedron in the mail, you'll know what it is.
Just knew you were going to go. That you wanted to be ground up and snorted.
I mean,
Knuckle bone.
I want to be cremated, and then I want my ashes to be added to a crucible to make steel, and then I want that turned into pocket knives for all of my loved ones that are left.
Nice.
Now that's fucking awesome.
Emily's demanded I take hers and take them to Scotland and both spread them in as many places as possible and perhaps snort them. Not that that's that's cocaine. Sorry, the cocaine's the snorting.
Yeah.
I love it's getting into increasingly bizarre necromantic rituals instead of playing the game.
Hey, it's one and the same sometimes,
Don't see why we can't do both.
I have a feeling that the way the game's going, we're going to need to do both.